season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mayfield now.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 125 yards. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Buying time to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's caught right side by Anderson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. McCaffrey on the toss right. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 50, it's Goff. Dancing to his left.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Goff now looking to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark from 3 yards out. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
Steps away.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try the air now with Goff. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On the handoff, this is Swift.
Gets around him, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. 30,
Past the 20. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield.
That caught by Tremble. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Mayfield to throw it.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Now Mayfield.
There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On On second down, Swift. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Goff, being chased out left.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now, Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mayfield.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mayfield to throw.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Mayfield to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And out of bounds is on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Goff. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Goff.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the